Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
This guy, Brad, the father. When did you meet him?
At the squat.
Did you tell him?
He wants me to get rid of it.
What do you want to do?
I want to go up north, maybe to Queensland. Oh, that's why I need the money, Scott. I'll pay it back once I get a job.
Don't be stupid. How are you going to get a job? You're underage and you can have a baby.
Well, I'm not going back to Brad. He punched me when I told him. He's carried on like a maniac. I just don't know what to do, Scott. You're the only person I could think of who'd help me.
And there's no way you'll talk to your parents?
Are you kidding? You know what my mother's like. I can just imagine the carry-on if she knew about this.
You can forget about that $200. I just haven't got money like that.
How much can you give me?
I don't know. Look, Kim, you should talk to someone about all this.
Like who?
Well, a counsellor or someone.
No way. If you think I'm going to let that lot start running my life, you've got another thing coming.
Well, why not? My gran's a member of the Community Justice Centre, and all she does is try and help people before it's too late. That's what a counsellor would do.
Talk about a counsellor once more, Scott, and I'll split. It's all such a rotten mess. I never felt so alone in all my life. Look, all I need is somewhere I can just sit quietly and try and sort myself out.
Okay, I'll try and get you some money.
No, forget it. I shouldn't have bothered you. None of this is your fault.
I'll see if Paul can help. Just promise you'll wait here for me, okay?
Thanks.
Won't be long.
I was just debating whether I should take Basil for a walk or not.
Well, can I enter this debate and remind you that you undertook to look after your dog, Basil, and exercise her every day?
See you later.
Off you go.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, mate. Mowing the lawn is one job I'm not going to miss when I start at the airline full-time.
How did you go today?
Great. You know, some stewards actually get airsick.
No, really?
Never thought of that. So how was your day?
Interesting. I dragged Maria over to the centre to interpret for a Czech couple.
Oh, yeah? How'd you go?
Well, I thought you'd enjoy yourself, but you spent the whole afternoon arguing with them.
You're incredible, Gran. You know, you organise this family, and then you still get time to nip down to the Community Justice Centre to do your bit there.
Well, sometimes I wonder about this lot being organised.
You've done a lot with your life, though. Sometimes wonder where I'm going to end up.
Well, you could have done engineering.
Good old engineering, eh? Straight out of university and into Dad's firm.
And that's worse than dropping everything altogether and getting a job as a flight attendant?
Oh, maybe. At least this way I see a bit of the world, don't I? Dad's way, I'd be stuck in the firm, get married, have a couple of kids, and before you knew where I was, I'd be old, maybe 40 or 50.
50 is not old. And if you pinch any more of this food, I'll put you across my knee.
You put me across... Come on, I dare you.
Get out of here, Paul.
Now, I remember the time you did, though. You actually hit me.
I did not. I don't believe in corporal punishment.
All right, may you be forgiven. But if that Community Justice Centre was alive when I was a little boy, I would have reported you.
Right, that does it. Oh, oh, I got you. Oh, home at last, are we?
Yeah. Can I speak to you for a sec, Paul?
Yeah? Yeah, what's up?
Can you lend me some money?
Sure, how much?
How much have you got?
I don't know, about $20.
That'll have to do.
Hey, wait on, that's all I've got.
Well, it's important, Paul.
What do you want it for?
It's Kim.
Oh, not again.
Now, look, she's in real trouble. There's this guy, Brad, and he's giving her a hard time. She just needs somewhere to stay and get her head together. I thought if I paid for a room, she could think things out.
You know she won't pay you back.
Yeah, I know. But I'll pay you back, I promise.
Oh, I'll give you 15.
15? I've only got 25. $40 won't go very far.
Of course it won't. And the sooner you wake up to that, the better. How do you think you can help this girl on that little bit of pocket money Dad gives you each week?
Well, somebody's got to help her.
Sure, her parents. Look, you've done all you can for this girl, Scott. We all got involved when she ran away, and then she admitted that you had nothing to do with it. I just want to know why she keeps running to you only when she needs help. Scott, think of yourself in all of this, mate. Look, you saw how her parents reacted and blamed you last time. Don't you think they'll do it again?
Well, that's great coming from you, you know that? You were the one who went to the squats to find her in the first place, and now you're telling me to butt out.
I will do anything for anyone, but when it comes to Kim Taylor, I just want to know if she's on the level. I don't like being taken for a sucker, that's all.
OK. Forget I even asked you to help me, OK?
Look, it's not the $15, and you know that. She hurt you once, Scott, and I just don't want to see you go through that again.
Yeah, I know.
Where is she now?
In the park. You won't tell the family.
All right. Look here.
Thanks, Paul. Is this okay?
Yeah, sure.
The guy downstairs said his wife would bring up a towel and stuff. What about some food?
I'm not hungry, honest.
I could ask my dad if he wanted to come for a meal at our place.
No, look, I don't want to do that. I'll be happy here.
Yeah, well, if you do need anything, you can always give us a ring.
Thanks.
I better go. Gran will have the meal ready.
Yeah.
See you later then.
Oh, g'day.
Oh, hello, Max. What are you doing here?
I just come up to pick up some piping.
Ah.
Listen, is it okay if I leave the van in the garage at night?
Oh, yes, it's your garage. You can do what you like with it.
Oh, no. I mean, fair's fair. I moved out. And look, I wouldn't trouble you. Only some clown nicked a whole lot of piping from outside the bedsit last night.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. Did you call the police?
Oh, yeah. Fat lot of good it'll do. I mean, they're robbing cars every minute from the look of things. And so it's a real mug to leave it out there with no garage. So, can I leave it in the garage from now on?
Of course.
Ah.
And how do you get to your bedsitter tonight?
Oh, work something out. Oh, going out, are you?
Yes, Helen invited me to interpret for those Czech people who are fighting with their neighbours.
Ah, looks like some people do that all the time these days, pinch things or fight.
Yes. I don't think fighting helps anyone.
No.
Well, of course, it could be all misunderstanding, that Czech couple and their neighbours.
Yeah, it could be. Somebody says something stupid and one thing leads to another.
And then pride takes over.
Yeah, it's probably what happens. Listen,
Maria.
What's Helen? Come in.
Oh, morning, Helen.
Hello, Max.
Well, look, I'll just go and load the van now, okay?
Max, there's a food in fridge if you want.
Oh, no. You lock up. I won't be coming back in. Helen?
God, I wish I never told him the truth about Danny.
Well, we both knew you'd have to tell him one day. And he wanted to know the truth.
You know, could you please find some other interpreter today? I don't feel up to it.
Now, look here. The best thing you can do is to get out of here and forget your problems. And I can guarantee these two couples will make you do precisely that.
I don't think I
No more arguments. Come on.
If you'd like to follow me, please. If you and Mrs. Collins will sit in those two chairs.
It's all a flaming waste of time, you know.
It's surprising how many people say that, Mr. Collins, but one never knows.
Sorry, we're late. Traffic.
We were held up too.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Collins, I'm Helen Daniels. This is Maria Ramsay. Maria's going to interpret.
Yeah, well, I hope she understands swearing in Czech. They're both good at it.
I'll bring them in.
Maria, you can sit there.
Thank you.
Friend of the Novaks, eh?
Oh, no, I've met them only yesterday and here.
You both know Mr. and Mrs. Collins, and you met Mrs. Daniels and Mrs. Ramsay yesterday.
Prosím vás, čo on chce?
Klid, jenom nás představuje.
What'd you say to him?
I just said that Mr. Warren is introducing all of us.
Mr. and Mrs. Novak, please. Right.
Well, now, as we understand it, both families have a problem, which has reached the stage whereby Mr. and Mrs. Novak feel that one family should move out of the street.
Good. Let them move.
Maria, would you interpret, please?
Říká, že to došlo tak daleko, že by se jedna rodina z vás měla vystěhovat z ulice.
Správně, ano, nech se oni odstěhují, nech se oni odstěhují.
Mr. Novak says that Mr. and Mrs. Collins should move.
Oh, no way, mate. Well, let them get back to their own country.
Okay. Now, let's go back to the beginning. To this incident with the car a month ago, you were friendly neighbours, correct?
Předtím, než se to stalo s tím autem, tak jste byli dobří sousedé, je to tak?
We smiled at each other occasionally, that's all.
Usmáli jsme se do sebe občas.
Yes, Mrs. Novak agrees that they smiled at each other occasionally.
Good. Then you bought a car, Mr. Collins. What happened?
Well, the wife was cleaning it. Well, you know what it's like with a new car. You try to keep it clean. The doors were open. She turned the hose on. It soaked the whole interior. Seats, the lot.
Postříkala jste vnitřek auta?
Ano, ale to byla náhoda.
Mrs. Novak says she did it, but it was an accident.
Oh, if it was a flaming accident, why did he come round and swear at me wife?
Nadával jste Mrs. Collins?
Já na nikoho nenadávám, prečo by som nadával?
Mr. Novak says that he never swears.
What about that? You tell him.
Yeah, sure. What about this then? Pray parchte.
What?
Pray parchte.
Prepáčte?
Prepáčte.
That's right, that's what he kept yelling as he threatened me.
So he threatened you and used the word prepáčte.
Well, he didn't exactly threaten, but he waved his arms a lot.
Maria, what does prepáčte mean?
Prepáčte? It means, I apologize.
Apologise?
Yes.
Skúšal som im povedať, že všetko nahradím, že všetko zaplatím, ale oni ma nemohli rozumieť.
Mr. Novak says that he tried to offer to pay for the damage, but he couldn't make you understand.
Tell him the car's soon dried out.
Říká, že stejně auto brzo uschlo.
I understand that Mr. and Mrs. Novak have been working day and night to afford the house they're renting, and they haven't had time to go to language classes yet.
Seems like this language thing causes a lot of misunderstandings.
Říká, že jazyk zavinil mnoho nedorozumění.
Jo, to je pravda, to je pravda.
Well, what's the next step? I mean, I'm not a man to hold a grudge, so what do we do now?
Well, you know one word of their language, why don't you try that?
Prepáčte.
Prepáčte, I'm sorry.
Who is it? Hi. Well. Better than the squad, isn't it? Yeah, a bit. Got anything to eat? I'm starving. Oh, there's some biscuits. Great. So, what's the hassle? Did Brad tell you that? Yeah, sure. Welcome to the club. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Josie. Why are you going to have the baby? Because I left it too late to get rid of it, that's why. You're going to have a lot of problems trying to bring it up in places like the squats. Forget the squats. This kid'll never even know what they look like. You decided what you're going to do? Brad didn't want it. He beat me up. Yeah, you said on the phone. I'll talk to him, okay? No, I'm never going back to him, Josie. Suit yourself. If you play your cards right, you'll do all right for yourself. What do you mean? Being pregnant does have its advantages. Who is it?
Scott.
Josie's Scott. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
I didn't think you were going to be here till after school.
Yeah, well, I thought you might be hungry.
And I'd better split. But I thought we were going to talk. Relax. Just remember what I said and I'll keep in touch. Can I keep these? Tough. You two behave yourselves, okay?
Who's she?
Just a girl from the squat.
What's she doing here?
I phoned her. I needed to talk to someone, a girl, about having a baby.
So?
She didn't make sense.
Hi.
Hiya.
That's a good girl. Now, Paul will nurse you while I get you something to eat.
Lucy, if you got the dog food first, nobody'd have to nurse her, would they?
Well, she likes being nursed. Besides, it stops her wetting the floor here.
How was school?
Oh, I've known better days.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think I'd still be doing homework with this new job.
Always remember, studying's like rowing upstream. Once you let go, you start going backwards.
Now, how did you come to think of something like that?
I didn't. It was our school motto of the day. I had to write it on the blackboard.
See.
That's a good girl. She likes you.
And I like her too.
And she isn't like people, is she? I mean, people don't like people very much, do they?
Now, what brought that on?
Oh, the Ramsays splitting up. That's a good doggy.
Hello.
Hello, Jim. What are you doing here?
Well, they said for me just to knock and come on in, so...
Sure. How are you, Jim?
Oh, pretty good, thanks. Look, I wanted to have a word with Helen, if that's all right.
Even no worries. You can have it in here and take as long as you like. I've got to get some dry cleaning for the wife before it closes.
Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. It won't be too long.
No worries. Good night, Helen.
Night.
How did it go today?
Not bad. Maria was great. She not only made friends with the Czech couple, but she hit it off with their neighbours by the time they'd all made up.
Ah, good. Listen, Helen, I'm going to be a bit late home tonight. I want to sort this thing out with Max.
You're going to tell him?
Yeah.
Well, I know you promised Shane that you wouldn't say anything, but... And I'm glad we had that little chat, because for what it's worth, I think you're doing the right thing by telling Max.
Thanks for that. After all, this is the office where you sort out problems between neighbours, isn't it?
It is. Good luck.
Bye.
Come on in, it's open. Oh, hi, Jim. Didn't expect to see you.
No, I just thought I'd pop in.
Fancy some baked beans on toast?
No, thanks. Max, you must come over home for a meal.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get round to it. Listen, I just made a pot of tea.
Oh, thanks, yeah. Max, I've made a stupid mistake.
Oh, yeah? Sound like one of my mob? It's stupid, I'll do it.
I've had some words with Shane.
Oh, yeah? What about?
Max, we've been mates ever since we were at school, and you know that I wouldn't deliberately hurt you or your family.
Hey, what's so serious?
Well, I misunderstood something Shane said about you and Maria splitting up. From what he said, I got the impression that you'd told him about Danny.
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
No, but I did.
Oh, I don't believe this. You mean you told Shane I'm not Danny's father?
I'm sorry, Max.
What did he say?
Well, he looked like he'd been poleaxed. And then he came back and swore me to secrecy. He didn't want anyone to know that he knew. Well, I couldn't live with that.
No wonder he shot through.
You know where he went?
Mr. God, I did.
I'm sorry, Max.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, probably done me a favour, really. I mean, Shane's a man. He deserves to know what caused all this.
Danny?
Danny's Maria's problem.